everybody. This is Beth and Rachel, the physical therapist from Wellness 360. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a warm-up. It's called neural priming.
Neural priming is beneficial because it does help increase the effectiveness of exercise.
That is so awesome. So we have another video. If standing is not for you, you can exit out of this video. We have one that's seated that will work perfectly for you. But if you can stand, this is the one you want to warm up with.
So we're going to start with some weight shifting. So Beth is going to be our participant today. So what you're going to want to do is stand with your legs shoulder width apart, and you're going to work on going side to side. A way to make this a little bit easier for you, you can do this at the counter. You can do this with a chair placed in front of you. What you want to do is be light on your hands and make sure that you are going side to side, lifting up the heel a little bit so you know that you're getting good. Yeah. Weight shifting is something that we do all the time, every day during walking. So it's a good thing to do, improve the blood flow to the legs prior to exercise. Everything in this case, doing 10 to 20 repetitions of everything will be helpful. I'm going to set up the next exercise. Beth, you keep doing what you're doing.
So like Rachel said before, you can do this anywhere at any time. You don't have to wait for this video to do it. So you can stand at your countertop and hold on for safety and just sway back and forth, lifting that heel side to side. All right, I got about 20 in.
All right, next exercise. So I put 2 dots on the floor. You can use any sort of target you'd like. If you have cones, that's great. If you have paper plates, that's great. Something that is just a visual cue for the participant. So you're going to stand between the 2 dots and you're going to sidewalk to the target. So you're going to step to the side. Again, weight shift, pick that heel up, come to the middle, to the side, come to the middle. I'll have Beth demonstrate. So ways to make this more challenging. You increase the step length to the side and vice versa to make it a little bit easier. Make the targets a little bit closer to your feet. That looks perfect. As Beth is picking up her heel, doing a good job with weight shifting. Again, for all of these exercises, you can make them a little bit simpler or safer for yourself by putting something in front of you. Putting your hands on a chair, on a counter, having a loved one nearby is always helpful as well if at any point you're feeling a little bit nervous to try the exercise.
I have about 3 more on each side so I can get my 20 in.
And I'm going to set up the next exercise. All right, so our next one is going to be forward walk to target. So same thing, I'm going to move these out of the way to decrease getting confused here. So Beth is going to stand in the middle. These are a little bit farther apart. Again, further apart makes them more difficult. Closer together will make them easier. Use tape, use whatever you've got. Just a target for the participant will be very helpful. So what you're going to do is you're going to step forward, come back to the middle, step backward, come back to the middle. Do both on the same side, and then you're going to switch sides. Now you're going to do both on the right. Okay, and I'll have Beth demonstrate.
All right. Would you like me to do 10 on one side and 10 on the other, or?
You can alternate. You can do one side and then switch to the other side. Whatever you're more comfortable with is fine. Maybe easier to keep count if you do one side at a time. Again, you can make this a little bit easier for yourself as well. Have a chair nearby. Have your hand on something. Having a loved one nearby guarding just to make sure that you're safe. There's always ways to make these a little bit safer and easier for you, but be willing to challenge yourself at the same time.
Almost done. I have about 3 more on this side, and then we'll move to the other side.
The nice thing about these exercises is the leg that's moving is activated, but also the leg that is stagnant is also activated. So you're actually working both sides at the same time when you're doing these activities.
All right, great job. We're going to move to the other side. And we're going to rock forward and step back.
I'm gonna show you how you can modify this a little bit to make yourself feel a little bit safer. You can put chair on the one side. Perfect.
You can also do this against a wall, or you can do this at a countertop. So for the sake of the video, if you just have a sturdy chair or table nearby, I have just a couple more I'm going to do on this side. All right, great job.
All right, next exercise, you're going to need 4 targets. So you're gonna set them up kind of in a plus sign. Participant will start in the middle. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna step on the front target. This is working on turning, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn, kind of like think of a clock. So you've got 12, 3, 6, and 9. I'm currently on the 12. You're gonna turn your feet to the 3, to the 6, to the 9, back to 12. Again, 10 to 20 is good. We're gonna do a couple and then you're gonna switch and go the opposite direction. This is important to do on both sides. Again, turning is something that you do all the time, so it's important to work on it.
And if you need a chair, it's going to be a little more difficult to do this with a chair, but if you need a chair, you can use it. Maybe have another one on this side that you can grab a hold of when you're going around. And kick the chair to the side here. Rachel, how many are we doing today?
We're going to demonstrate 5. At home, I would recommend trying 10 to 20. If at any point you feel that we're going too quickly in this video, you're always able to pause the video as well. We will make sure that you have ample time to understand what each exercise will be that is going on next.
One more.
And if you watch Beth's feet, I'm not sure if it's hard to see in the video, but Beth is making sure that she steps directly on the target, which is the goal.
And I'm going to go the other direction.
I will warn you, this can make you a little bit dizzy, so make sure you have somebody nearby or something nearby, just in case you do feel like you're going to lose your balance or you do feel a little bit dizzy. Again, if at any point you feel that you need to take a rest, chair nearby is wonderful as well. That way you can sit down and do this at your own pace. How are you doing?
Good, this is it.
Okay,
All right.
perfect. All right, we have one more exercise for the warm-up. I'm going to move this stuff all out of the way. The last exercise is walking around objects. For our case, we do have cones here. At home, you can use chairs, you can use shoes, you can use kind of anything that you'd like. Just randomly place them around. And what you're going to do is you're going to walk around. You can do this in any fashion that you would like. You can cut in and out. You can walk around. You can walk all the way around the cones. Again, this is just something to neural prime you and get you ready for the activity today. So Beth will just do a couple laps. You can make this as challenging or as easy as you'd like.
You just don't want to step over. We're stepping around.
Making sure you pick up your feet. Try not to shuffle. That's important for all of the exercises, something that we could have mentioned a little bit earlier for you. Making sure you pick up your feet and you don't shuffle is very important. Shuffling often leads to falls, so that's something to be very conscious of. If you do notice you start to shuffle, make sure that you pause and collect yourself before you continue with the activity, or maybe take a seated rest break because you are a little bit tired. Good.
And I feel like you can walk around these objects for as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining us today for your neural priming. Now you are ready and warmed up for your workout. So click the next video and we'll see you soon.